Good evening and welcome to the Monday, July 27th, 2026 meeting of the Martinsville Common Council. The meeting is hereby called to order. At this time, I'd like to invite Reverend John Maples from the First Baptist Church to come forward, offer tonight's invocation. If you would please stand and then remain standing for our pledge.
Heavenly Father, we gather here as the Common Council conducts the business of our great city. We ask for your wisdom, guidance, and grace to be present among us. Grant these leaders the spirit of discernment, integrity, and unity as they speak and discuss matters before them. Lord, we express our gratitude for the privilege of service for this city we are blessed to represent. Give us all strength, patience, and compassion as they work together toward a better future. Lord, keep us safe from any storms that may come our way tonight. We pray in your holy name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, John. Mr. Murdo, would you please call roll?
John Badger.
Present.
Susie Lips.
Present.
Ben Mahan. Josh Farron.
Present.
Ann Miller.
Present.
Jonathan Collier.
Present.
Bill Deckard II.
Present.
Mayor, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Prior to tonight's meeting, you each received minutes from the Monday, July 13th meeting for review. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes?
Make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
It's been a motion made and seconded to approve the minutes as presented this evening. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. You also received copies of the claims for review. Are there any questions or comments regarding any of the claims?
Make a motion to approve the consideration of claims.
Second.
It's Been a motion made and seconded to approve the claims as presented this evening. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The motion carries. Before we get too far in the meeting, I think that we have a special guest with us tonight. He's not been here for a few years. Welcome back, Charlie Brown. As many of you know, Charlie would not miss a meeting at all, but he's been a few years down on the Nell Drive, and now he's back up at Kenmar, so he will probably be back in our meetings. So, welcome back. Before we get into tonight's business, I know there was some conversation in regard to your council chairs. So we've got 2 samples that we've had brought in. We are concerned whether there'd be enough room where you're sitting to be able to use the bigger chair. So I would like to open that up for discussion. I don't know if you want to go over and look at the 2 options and give us some feedback.
Right now?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Get your chairs out.
There goes.
Get your chair.
Yeah.
You could refurb the chair you want. Sorry. One of the challenges you're going to have is the arm doesn't get torn up real quick because they get on the floor with that chair. Now,
Yeah.
maybe another one similar to it with the modular arm.
So how about the other one?
It's plastic and it also is adjustable for us to
Okay, yeah, I like that plastic.
see. That's a smaller footprint, so you have
Yeah.
more space to work with.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And the back is almost as high as the other. And it has a leather seat.
Why, I didn't remember that, I didn't remember discussing this, but okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Porter, do you have the price on those
The-
chairs individually?
Yes, I do. The leather seat that is there are, including assembly, which means it saves me a lot of work, are $504.99. The smaller chair, not smaller, but the mesh back, if I recall, was about $312 each assembled. So,
Basically $200 difference.
What kind of warranties do they?
Chip did not share that information with me. I honestly don't have an answer for you, but we can find out.
I would like to, since they're
Yeah.
used, I know we went through that back in dispatch about the kind of chairs. I know the fire department is concerned about the chairs that you have, since they're used for different boards and they're gonna be, these obviously have been here for a long time.
Yeah.
It's just, warranty, if you don't mind.
Well, I think, and probably ought to have maybe a couple of council people, since it's gonna be your guys' chairs, you know, maybe get together and find out what information you want and bring it back to the next meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
We would get them for everybody in here.
Right.
And,
Yes.
and when I talked to Chip about the chair, we did get the mesh back chair from him. He just couldn't recall it. I'll just have to jog his memory as to when we got them. But they did come from Keller's as well.
Thank you. If you don't mind, if you'd email me too, a total.
I'm going to just tip the chair up and take a look at the number underneath. And,
Well, I mean, a total that we need altogether. Are you gonna take care of the,
yeah, there would be 20 chairs altogether.
thank you.
Mhm.
Just so it's good
Now, wait, do we need to get chairs from that table over there? They cause nothing but trouble over there. Well, the firemen are used to trying out recliners, so.
Here we go.
Okay. Now, into more important business. Tonight, under new business, we have a second reading and consideration of ordinance 2026-1918, is amendment to the Hannah Farms PUD District. Mr. Coffey, you have anything to mention?
No, you had your first reading 2 weeks ago. We do have Cheyenne Hoffa from the Four-Star Group here tonight to answer any questions you may have. This is your second reading. This was recommended by the Planning Commission to approve rezoning to the council concerning the change in the amendment to the PUD ordinance for Hannah Farms in regard to landscaping.
Cheyenne, would you like to say anything?
Good evening. My name is Cheyenne Hoffa. I'm the entitlements manager with Four-Star Group, Indianapolis. Thank you, Martinsville Common Council and Mayor Costin, for hearing our second reading for a PUD amendment for the Hannah Farms. We're clearing up some language for some additional brick and additional landscaping to help screen from Artesian Avenue, as I gave the full presentation last time, but I'm here to answer any questions or clarify any points from last time I was here.
Mayor, since your department deals with this and so forth, can you tell me, did you get all of your questions or concerns, were they answered through this, or is there something?
Yes, and the clarification has gotten taken care of. We had 3 homes that unfortunately wasn't included in the original plat on this, on the ordinance. We assumed it wasn't, so they've done a good job coming out and putting some additional landscaping in. There were 6 homes total that were affected with this error, and 3 of them are going to have brick. The other 3 will be shielded and have the additional landscaping. So Four-Star was very willing to work with us on that, and so was Arbor.
So the city's happy then?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, thank you.
Who maintains the landscaping?
The Hannah Farms has a homeowners association that will maintain the landscaping. Right now, it's still under developer control, which is maintained under developer control until they get to a certain percentage of homeownership, and it will turn over to the homeowners at that point.
Thank you.
And is there anything that would prevent the homeowners association, once they take it over, from removing that vegetation or anything that would then defeat the purpose of what we wanted?
I would think it would have to be maintained the way it was worded in the
Yeah, especially these ones, because it's now going to be, hopefully, if
Part of
it's
the
approved,
ordinance.
to be codified in a recorded ordinance that would require that.
Okay. Thank you.
So, does the city also do the snow removal out there? Or is that,
Not yet. We will once we take
Not
the
taken
streets in,
over yet.
but we've not taken the streets in yet.
okay. And you said you do have an HOA out there
Yep.
to maintain the common grounds and?
Maintain the
Okay.
ponds, all the frontage landscaping, the irrigation, et cetera, is all maintained by the HOA, the playground, mailboxes, all that sort of stuff.
What is your, do you have a retention pond out there, don't you?
I think there are 2 retention ponds.
I'm sorry?
2 retention ponds, yep.
Okay. Do you have signage posted such that no swimming, no fishing allowed?
I would have to verify. I know a lot of times we will do that anyway, even if it's not required from the municipality, because the HOA does not like to take on any liability that might come from not having those signs. So I know those are fairly standard. I cannot tell you if they are out there, but I can check on my way out of here and make sure that we get them up if not, because I know the HOA would want those in place if they are not.
That would be really good because,
I was here last time. I remember
Yes,
I had some
yes,
concerns,
that
so
is-
definitely will, and we'll be bringing in another petition through, and we can even add some language to that
Yes.
effect as well. To make
signage and, if it need be, like, I don't know, fencing or something.
And Cheyenne, correct me if I'm wrong, but those retention ponds were designed where it was like a level space, and then out to about 15 feet, then it drops down, so it's like I don't want to say wading pool, but
Yeah.
it's very gradual.
It's a safety ledge is what is typically installed, and it's a little bit shallower until it really drops off, so that to try and mitigate for if anybody would get into the pond of any reason.
I guess I make a motion that we accept ordinance number 2026-1918.
Second.
It's been a motion made and seconded to approve ordinance 2026-1918. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you, Cheyenne. Mr. Coffey, this is another second reading on ordinance 2026-1919, rezoning the property for Indiana Gradings.
Yes, again, you had your first reading 2 weeks ago on Indiana Gradings. The Planning Commission recommended that the council rezone the property from its current agricultural zoning into the light industrial I-1. I think there's a representative here tonight from Indiana Gradings to answer any questions you may have.
Good evening. Thank you guys for your time and consideration again. Ken, my name is Cody Lenahan. I'm the president and owner of Indiana Gradings, third generation owner of the company. And as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, we have continued our growth and expansion here in our facility that we've been at for 50 years this year. And we're at the point where we need to continue that growth and expansion. We've had these lots for quite some time, and it's time, hopefully that we're considering using them for the same thing we use in light industrial on our property, and happy to answer any questions that you guys might have.
Where is the property again? I'm sorry.
210 West Douglas Street,
Oh, okay.
over by the ball field.
What?
West of the railroad tracks on the north side of the road.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Hidden part of the city.
No, we appreciate the company being here in Martinsville.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. And there's been no remonstrators from the neighbors?
There was not at the other meetings, no. No, we haven't. I haven't been contacted, nor have our planners or anybody.
Mayor, I'll make the motion to pass resolution 2026-1919, rezoning property of Indiana Gradings.
Second.
It's been a motion made and seconded to approve the ordinance and the rezoning of the property of Indiana Gradings. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Merida?
Good evening, councils. Before you for your consideration tonight is resolution number 2026-0722. This is just updating our payment processes. What we're asking for you tonight is to enable our office to start paying our utility bills and other recurring costs via electronic means as opposed to paper check. The reason for the request is just timeliness of receiving the payments. We process the payments pretty quickly, and some of our utility companies that we work with are net 15, and that's when we meet every 14 days. That makes it pretty difficult to meet those timelines. So this would enable us to meet those deadlines. As far as your approval process, anything like that, that all stays the same. All we're changing is the means of payment.
You want electronic, say?
Yes, sir.
I'll make the motion to approve resolution 2026-0722.
Second.
Authorization of payment of certain recurring operation expenses.
Oh, I'm sorry, Phil.
Been a motion made and quickly seconded to approve the resolution for payment of certain recurring operational expenses. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion passes. Any comments from the council this evening?
Oh, I'd like to make just a couple. I want to commend the city for the fireworks that happened Friday night. I think everybody had a good time, and there were some vendors there, and it was, from what all I've heard, it was a great show. So commend the city on that.
We'll pass that on to the park. There was probably 3,500 to 4,000 people
Yeah.
at the park. It was a good crowd.
Oh, yeah, it was busy. Hats off to all the firemen, policemen, street department people that have to work in this. Well, we only had a small reprieve, now we're back into the scorching heat again, so my hat goes off to them. And then my last question is, there's a subdivision here that doesn't have an HOA that, their common grounds are I guess taken care of by, you know, the residents that live there. Is that something that is, you know, Indian Village does not have any HOA. The common grounds, I guess, are taken care of by,
Whoever lives next to the pond, we take care of the pond. That's the
okay.
way it's set up.
That's the way it's set up? Okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you.
And Mr. Coffey, correct me if I'm wrong, when that development was started, that's when that should have been, you know, the planning commission should have made them have an HOA or whatever, and they decided not to. And that was started back, Bill, do you have any idea?
Probably the late 90s. I'm not sure when they first started that.
Many years ago,
It's been a
so
while.
unfortunately, we couldn't go back now and mandate it.
Mayor, we're talking about, with the Board of Works, you're talking about the street signs, the parking signs, and he needs to be uniform. First of all, I'd like to thank Chief Manley. I know he's been working on the school zone, I brought up about the speed limit being different and further up than they should be. Could we also look, if, I suppose it'd be Mac's department, maybe, our street signs, I've noticed over the several years when we go to order, we're not staying uniform. For example, like, as far as I've known growing up here and being a police officer, it's always Mitchell Avenue, but if you start like Sycamore Street going west, Mitchell Avenue is Mitchell Avenue for 3 blocks, then the last 3 blocks it's Mitchell Street. And then a lot of our streets, we go like Sycamore Street, different ones you'll find just either like Sycamore Street, or you'll find the full S Sycamore Street. And so just like for deliveries, people making deliveries here, like, you know, whether it be like 200 Garfield Avenue, you don't know is that west or east. And I just think that would be helpful, especially with our emergency personnel should know those things, but just to help, especially when we get new personnel on learning our streets and things. They're not all uniform, they're not marked. I just thought as we start ordering those, if we could get those uniform and changed, and so it show the difference between north, south, east, west as well, and then make sure if it's a street, an avenue, or lane, that it would be marked.
Okay.
You have someone look at those, please. Thank you.
Rediscover Martinsville hosted a thing downtown on the square. It's Christmas in July. It was well attended from several people in town and out of town. We did a food drive with it, and that increased quite a bit from the last couple of years. And we've got a lot of inquiries as far as maybe bringing some food trucks and whatever they're called, antique knick-knack shops too, on the move or whatever. So we're looking to make that grow next year.
So you had a good turnout for the Christmas in July?
Yes.
Very good.
And you made an important announcement.
Oh, yes.
That everybody may not be aware of.
The parade is going this year.
For Christmas.
parade. Christmas parade. So as of right now, I know we have 4 large floats and 2 that are pretty well sized, and they're made local. They put a good float together. So.
And
Do you
you're
have a
planning
date?
on having that on the Saturday after Thanksgiving, which is the shop, small business Saturday. Normally, we had it stepping off at 5. They're going to have it stepping off a little bit later, so it will coincide to you getting at the park at the same, or closer to the same time they're going to light the lights at the park. So the route will be, it'll start off here at City Hall, go East Washington down to home, and then home up into the park. So we weren't able to have the parade last year. It felt like we were missing something, so I'm excited to see Rediscover and the group of volunteers that are working to get that back in for this year. So, any other comments? Any comments from the public this evening?
I'd just like to reiterate to the council to remind your constituents that the city no longer has a post office box. So they need to notify their people who pay their bills for them, if it be through their bank, through their credit card, whatever, to use the address for the entity that's going to. Utility bills, 60 South Sycamore Street. Police Department, 110 West Morgan. Fire Department, 160 West Morgan. City Hall, 59 South Jefferson. We really need to get this because at some point the post office is going to discontinue forwarding mail and there'll be a return. So people's bills will not get to the right department. They won't get paid. Their utilities may be cut off because of lack of payment. So we really need to push that out, to use the appropriate address on all your correspondence to the city so that it gets to the right department in a timely manner.
Good evening, Council. Wanted to let you know, you may have seen some of the fire hydrants out here. We are in the process of doing maintenance again this year. We started several years ago doing it, and the first year that we did fire hydrant maintenance, we were able to get paint from a local paint company here by Walmart, but unfortunately they were unable to give us the clear coat that went over the top of them. Of course, we already had everything painted at that point. So you'll see a lot of us, you'll see me and maybe Aaron out power spraying some of these hydrants because they become chalky. And so we had to get the chalkiness off before we could go in and put the primer back on and then the yellow paint. So all the hydrants are either going to be brown gray at this moment because of, not all, a lot of hydrants, for primer. And then they'll go back to yellow as we can get paint for yellow. So, but I just want to at least let you know because, you know, I've been asked, what are you doing? I'm painting fire hydrants. So you'll see that going on, and we're trying to like focus on certain zones, but then as paint's not available or the day's super hot, we may go into, you know, spraying, just doing different things. So I just wanted you to at least know what's going on in your areas. So, and if you have fire hydrants in your areas that you know of that really need some attention, let me know. It's easy to get to them, and we'll go from there. So, okay?
So the gray hydrants, that's not gray water then?
No, it's not gray water. No, and they work the same.
Okay,
It's
good.
So anyway, thank you.
Just a reminder to the Common Council, we have an executive session on Monday, August the 10th, beginning at 4 o'clock in Conference Room 2 here at City Hall. That is the O'Day room for the fire department. Pursuant to Indiana Code 514, 1.5, 6.1B, 2D, the purpose of the executive session will be for the discussion of the purchase, lease, transfer, exchange, or sale of real property. The session will not be open to the public. Again, executive session Monday, the 10th, 4 o'clock. Then our next regular meeting of the Common Council will be on Monday, August 10th, 7 o'clock here in the chambers. We are adjourned.
Does anyone have the minutes by chance?
There you go.